What's up, you nasty sons of bitches? Today on the Die Hard, Die Nasty podcast, we got Tad, Schyler, Brandon, and a very nasty guest, Kyle Mattinson.
Wow.
Let's get nasty.
All right.
Welcome, Kyle. How are you, sir?
Nasty, apparently.
Yes, sir. Oh man, happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Any big plans for you guys?
Turkey.
I found out when you get married, you get 2 Thanksgiving dinners, which I thought was super cool, but it turns out to just make the entire day a slugfest. Yeah.
I am spending it with some family, hanging out. That's about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep. Same. I'm just hanging out today with a couple friends, possibly, and cooking some food. I'm excited. Tad, did you have to quarantine before you went up? Or
Not really. I've been trying to just be safe. My work started requiring masks all the time, so we've been wearing them there and just trying to stay inside and wash my hands a lot.
Yeah, how are things going in your space, your towns?
It's pretty chill for Fort Collins. I mean, I think the Colorado/Midwest areas are booming with cases right now, so by good, I'm sure it's not that good, but I haven't noticed anything directly impacting my work. Unfortunately, restaurants are shutting down, or they just shut down, I believe. So it's takeout only, which I mean, it's not that big of a deal to me, but other people are kind of upset about it, I guess.
The outrage.
Star Valley's not doing shit. They don't.
Yeah, Star Valley doesn't give a fuck. We're a bunch of 95-year-old white dudes who are like, oh, cool.
My dad's like, what happens if you don't wear a mask? And I'm like, well, then they won't let you shop. And he's like, really? Just never wearing a mask.
Like the most foreign concept. Like,
Yeah.
It's interesting how different it can be, state to state and so close together. Similar in Montana, you have to wear a mask everywhere. They're starting to shut down restaurants again in certain spots. Capacity's gone down. It sucks, but
There's even some places up here in Star Valley that are like, please wear a mask, and everybody that walks through the door is just a giant middle finger to that. It's just nah. It's getting a little bit more, more people are, I'm noticing more people at the store in Afton are wearing them, and I'm like, maybe I should start wearing it too.
That's how it is. Oh man, Laramie's been, people are just I've never seen people be so rude about something that's probably for their own good. Is this how cops feel all the time? Honestly, number one, my cat is trying to burrow under our little food bag for him. He's 10 weeks old, and he's just the stupidest. He's so fun, guys, but he's very cute. Regardless, anyway, so if you see me worried, that's all. He's just trying to bury into my floor. And then I don't know. People here have been. They'll take their masks off. You'll be like, oh hey. They'll be like, do you require masks? At a dry cleaners, and they'll be like, yeah, we actually do. It's really important. And they'll be like, nope.
Oh man.
Just to be
stick it to the man.
We're Western and rugged, and
wasn't Wyoming ranked the worst state in the U.S. a few weeks ago?
I feel like that's not true because Nebraska exists, but
North Dakota exists too, and it's just they're Wyoming, but they have a higher population of people, so it's I think it's a little worse there.
It's not a tall bar to beat. We have 7 people that live here.
Yeah, I thought it was 9.
Well, that was until you moved away.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I fucked that.
So now we're at 8.
Oh man, I don't know. I just feel I don't know. People are. I've never realized how just nasty in a not good way people are. And not
yeah.
Do you think the reasoning is just I see this? they don't want to be told what to do. Like
Yes.
it's just
Yeah,
like straight up like, oh, I don't want to be told what to do, so I'm not going to do it.
It's fake anyway, right? God Emperor Trump told us it was fake.
I think we all, to some extent, have some sort of instinct of being like, fuck you, don't tell me what to do. It's
right.
Like, I mean, that's what we were born on, like, this country at least, but then we should probably not compare the fucking revolution to wearing a fucking cloth over your face.
Do you have someone in your pocket? I don't have that. I don't know what this is.
Honestly, I mean, I've kind of just forgotten about it. The mask now, like it's part of me. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like it's weird how it's just become there. Like everywhere I go, it's
like phone keys, wallet, mask, right?
Yep.
But
yep.
That's what worries me. Is this like the thing that we just do from now until forever?
No, we do it until we have a vaccine. Like it's.
I don't know. Ask China.
I see us wearing masks for the next maybe 5 years max, maybe. But at least the next couple of years, people will definitely be in stores wearing masks. They'll be really cautious about things like that. Even when the vaccine comes out, that's just people are already like hardwired with this mask thing. Especially there's some really conspiracy theorists out there and people that are just worried about getting sick. Like it's conspiracy theories on this are in fuck.
I gave a dude an Uber ride who was a wild conspiracy theorist.
They listen to Alex Jones.
I have no idea. He was just telling me that the food supply is going to become short because workers aren't working, and therefore we're going to be forced into these areas where they're going to feed us all, aka like concentration camps. We're going to be forced to provide labor in return for food, and eventually we're going to like turn into the Nazi the whole plan in 1940 World War II kind of bullshit.
So I think he watched Demolition Man one time recently. It was like, oh, yeah, that's what's happening.
Yeah, I asked him how do we combat it, and he told me, get as close as I can to Jesus Christ.
I mean, whatever.
I don't think that's a great solution to that problem.
I don't either.
I think if you're battling addiction or something, if you've lost a loved one, maybe reach out to Jesus Christ. If you are worried about like future Illuminati camps, maybe
yeah, dude, he told me he was not a Christian until like 2010, and he had studied the Illuminati, studied the Freemasons. He's like gone into all these deep dive conspiracy theories, and this is like what he's concluded from it, is that these satanic powers overhead are what are causing this world chaos, and the only solution would be getting closer to Jesus Christ. I was like, okay, man, well,
I mean, for the sake of just looking back on it, God's track record with the camps is not exactly the best.
Pretty low. But I mean, that's just kind of like is that what these people think, is that the masks are just kind of like the first point in the government trying to tell you what to do for the rest of time? That's what I've been gathering from people who are very against wearing masks, is it starts with masks and then it progresses into you having to do every little thing that the government wants you to do forever.
So I think that's what they would like to tell you, right?
I think what it is it's a very it seems to them to be a way to reason their logic of being so against it. It's like, oh yeah, the government's trying to control all of us. God, that's so bad, isn't it? And then they feel better about feeling that way.
My roommate was telling me that they might there's some vaccines that have a chip in it.
Yeah,
they're putting the chip in you so they can track you.
I've heard that as well. Or it's somehow the 5G activates this virus inside of you at some point if you get the vaccine, and then the government can somehow control you. It's just like a very big conspiracy theories going around about ridiculous things. And I think Brandon hit the nail on the head when he said it's a coping mechanism for a lot of people. A lot of people use it as a way to explain the world and kind of what's going on, and it's just pretty wild what you can trick yourself into believing sometimes. Not discrediting what anybody else thinks. It's just I
No.
don't think that. So.
I think the most, they'd like to think there's some, real ulterior motive behind all this, that there's some master plan behind all this, but in all reality, it's a bunch of monkeys on a flying rock in space that are trying to figure out how to cope with a disease that hasn't been around.
Yep.
I agree.
When conspiracy theories, the people who come up with conspiracy theories are largely fall into this, I don't know, it's like a really interesting box where they're intelligent people who feel helpless. They're made to feel helpless by something. And so they look for connections of why am I having a problem? Why do I specifically have an issue? And one of the reasons often is because the government is coming for me. If the government faked the moon landing, so I can't get a job at the Hershey's plant because they're coming for me. And I know. And so now, the next time I get fired, it wasn't me. It's because the government is already tracking me and my behaviors. And I think that we're just seeing it more widespread because more people feel helpless, right? We're seeing, and so it's not necessarily because of people are frustrated, but it's not necessarily just because of the virus. People would like to have their normal lives back. I'd like to stop wearing masks everywhere. I hate it. I'm probably going to stop the second that the CDC is okay, you can stop wearing a mask. I'm going to be like, neat, dude, and never look at one again. So when Schyler says 5 years, I'm like, holy shit, I hope that doesn't happen. Oh man, it is early. Are you guys trying to really preserve the drive time feel? What was the?
What are you saying?
It's so early.
Oh yeah.
What's the motivation there?
Well, we originally started off by calling ourselves the Morning Boys, or Morning Bros.
Morning Bros.
Yeah, Morning Bros. That's right. Because we just all wanted to do this in the morning. It seemed like the best time we could get together, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
it's Thanksgiving. There's a lot to do today.
Yeah, this early probably because of the holiday, right? I mean, getting out here at 4 a.m. That's dedication. That's why we're doing it.
You got here at 4 a.m.?
We're all here. It's 4:16 now.
Oh, yeah, we could lie to everyone. God, it's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning.
We're working hard.
Grinding.
We are die hard, die nasty.
Let's transition into some football. Let's talk about the games today.
Sounds good. First one. Let's do first one being the Steelers
Lions.
and the Ravens.
The elephant that's no longer in the room.
Yeah. So the
Why
COVID-19.
That they chose the Steelers and the Ravens to play on Thanksgiving when they were making a schedule in advance.
Because they know that tradition is bullshit.
Because those are two good teams every year.
Yeah.
It's a rivalry that matters. The Texans and the Lions are what does that game have to do with I get Dallas and the Washington footballs. That's if they were good teams, this would be a real historical thing. But
I think
the Lions and the Texans, that's not going to put butts in the seats.
The Lions have been doing it for a long time though.
Yeah, sure.
I don't want them to be playing today, but they have been doing it. Why pick Houston for one to play them? But yeah, why can't we just pick good teams that you could pick the Chiefs, whoever the Chiefs are playing this week. That would draw so many more ratings than the Lions Houston. I don't know.
Aren't the Chiefs playing Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah. That game.
That'll be a good
game. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Thanksgiving Day. What? That would have been a fucking great, would have been a fun game to watch, dude.
I think you have to really The thing you have to address, though, is that it's Thursday. It is such a shortened week. Like, you can't just, like, flex in as easily as you could. Like, oh, we're changing a Sunday morning game to a Sunday night game.
I'm just saying at the beginning of the year.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about...
When they first made the schedule, they knew Tom Brady was going to be on the Bucs. They knew Patrick... Like, if you're going to schedule it for that week, you might as well schedule it for Thursday on Thanksgiving. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is going to get you big ratings regardless. And add Tom Brady in there versus Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you didn't know it was Tom Brady, and you were going to say, like, let's do the Bucs. Like, Jameis threw 30 touchdowns last year. Jameis threw 30 interceptions last year. Those were games. Those were worth watching.
Oh, man. Can we just get on a side tangent real quick, Kyle? What do you think about Jameis Winston? Especially next year.
Dude, Jameis Winston. I'm not going to get into Taysom Hill right now. Like, that's not today. But I think Jameis will have somewhere to play next year. He will be a starter in the NFL next year.
Do you think he replaces Drew Brees in a way that?
No.
Thank you.
I do.
I do not.
No, I don't know anymore.
I think they want to make Taysom Hill happen. They want.
Do you think they want to make Taysom Hill happen, or do you think they just want to get through the next 3 weeks till Drew Brees gets here?
I think they want to make Taysom Hill happen. I think you gave him not a lot of money, but enough money to where you can be like, okay, this is going to be our starter for like 1 year maybe. Like, I think he's on a prove it contract. Taysom Hill makes.
Taysom Hill played for BYU. Who's the new quarterback for BYU getting all this draft?
I don't know, but I was gonna talk about him. 2 years, $22 million for Taysom Hill. You don't think they want that guy to start at some point?
Maybe he can throw to himself. You know, he can quarterback, he can wide receiver, he can running back. Probably could block a little.
There you go.
Remember when she said Tom can't throw and catch the ball? He might be stealing Tom Brady's girl because he's going to throw and catch the ball.
Zach Wilson might be a good QB there.
Yeah.
So the new quarterback for BYU, I just want to throw this out there, and for the rest of time Dynasty League, I will never draft a quarterback who comes from BYU. I don't support BYU, and I would never have a fucking quarterback on my team that comes from there.
Why do you hate the Brighams of Youngs?
Why do you not support BYU,
I just don't like. Oh, man. You can't wear shorts that are above your knee. It's America, man. Figure it out.
What do you think of Steve Young, Tad?
Steve Young?
All-time great.
Don't want to talk about
All-time great. BYU
All-time
great. That's the only one. That's the only one I can point to for Steve Young.
So good that I've only heard his name a handful of times, and doesn't mean anything to me. So
Steve Young is one of the best quarterbacks to ever play.
You can't. This is not the hill to die on, Tad.
This is not the hill to die.
No.
I'm not dying on this hill. All right, I acknowledge Steve Young. What a great guy. What a great quarterback for the NFL. Would never have landed on my dynasty football team.
Oh, dude,
Never.
Dynasty! I'm stoked for Dynasty.
Dynasty is gonna be fun.
Dynasty is gonna be fun.
I'm excited. I'm not excited for my team. My team is not great.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But DJ Dallas. Give DJ Dallas a couple years.
Dude.
I don't.
Year
honestly,
tops.
dude,
Number 1 RB in the league.
I don't know if DJ's gonna do anything, honestly.
Alright, I don't need any lip from Schyler.
Hey man,
I was being sarcastic.
I'm watching their games, dog. I know about them.
Hey, you remember Blunt? This is my Blunt. This is my Blunt move, alright?
Dude, LeGarrette Blunt was every year I was just like, oh dude, LeGarrette Blunt's terrible. And then every year at like mid-season I'd be like, why does LeGarrette Blunt have like 8 touchdowns?
How is he the number 8 running back in the league? Oh, he has 40 touchdowns so far. This is cool.
What do you think of Steve McLaurin, Kyle? Is it Steve?
Terry?
Terry.
Terry F1 McLaurin.
Terry
I never. I'm always like, oh, Terry McLaurin's terrible, and then I'm always like, oh, hey, Terry McLaurin's.
Thank you.
Brandon did the exact same thing.
I slept
Brandon
so hard
did
on
the
it this
exact
year.
same
He's
thing.
like 8 on the year right now at wide receiver and full PPR because he catches 80 balls a game.
Because there's no one there.
I know.
If you throw the ball, it has to go somewhere.
Dude, he
and I
is
think
dope.
we fail to realize that. Like it's the Tyler Boyd thing. Brandon and I have the Tyler Boyd thing where
At
I'm
least-
like, dude, Tyler Boyd's pretty good, and
Here's
he's like,
the
no,
thing.
Tyler Boyd's terrible, and I'm like, no, Tyler Boyd catches all the footballs.
Here's the thing, though. We got to differentiate the two. Terry McLaurin is a much cooler name than Tyler Boyd.
And I honestly think he's better than Boyd.
For sure.
Yeah.
You see, we'll never know because those two are never making it to the playoffs. Like, we're never gonna know who. Like,
Hey, I'll give Rivera. I mean, what if they make it to the playoffs this year, dude? They have a chance. The East
true.
is
The
so
NFC
bad.
East is just
NFC East, dog.
like, oh my! How do they still have like a playoff spot?
They shouldn't be allowed to.
Exactly.
There should be a clause that if your team is winning the division with a below 500 record, you give up your spot and it goes to the next team with the next best record in that division.
And it goes to like the Browns or something. Like,
yeah,
like this year, legitimately, the AFC North. Not to toot that horn too early, but like the Browns are good. They're not winning games. They're sort of attacking on like this asymmetrical plane of like run game and like pass defense. And like that's a scary team.
Their run game is insane, dude. Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, that is gonna like really translate to playoffs. And I wouldn't necessarily be scared of them in the playoffs, but I'd respect them a lot if I was.
I think they could go on a run. I could think they could do what the Titans did last year, and everyone's like, "Okay, pass, wait, get run over." Like,
all right, Kyle. I got a question for you since we're talking Titans. Why did you take Derrick Henry
in
the Dynasty?
In Dynasty?
Yeah.
Because he was the best available running back. I will get off him when. At almost any given opportunity. If anyone gives me I just need in Dynasty, I can't do what I do every year in wide receiver and regular. I can't go wide receiver. We don't all have the balls to take DK Metcalf 2 overall. Okay?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, dog.
You get like the DK Metcalf Russell Wilson stack.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about Brandon and I and Tad were talking about the stack, and he went Patrick Mahomes, and who else were you thinking? Travis Kelce or Tyreek, right?
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't now in retrospect, but yeah, it was probably going to be Travis Kelce, but it got smacked. Well, no, I want to say Travis Kelce was available for me at my second pick, but
He was,
I chose
it was Tyreek Hill or Clyde Edwards.
Yeah, I would have liked to get Clyde.
That would have been
Dude,
but yeah, I just went for the best available running back.
30.
Yeah,
I know. It's
30.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Number one, time flies, but number 2.
How many productive years do you think he has?
I think like
3, 4.
I think. Well, it depends. I mean, is he like an Antonio Gates? Is he like a Tony Gonzalez? Is he going to be a fixture for the next 10 years?
5 at least, I think. Personally.
I don't know, man. I think, and this is maybe a terrible argument because you could just say it for anyone, maybe, but like, I think he's one knee injury away.
True.
Like, I think everyone is one knee injury away, and he is got a lot of miles on the tires now. Like,
I think
he's like leading. He has what, over 1,000 yards receiving right now? I don't know. How
and
much.
Tight end seems to be like a position where you can play at it for a little bit longer than some other positions, you know.
Yeah,
but that's what 30 is. 30 is a little bit longer.
Who was it? That famous tight end on the Cowboys played forever.
Witten, still playing on
Witten.
the fucking Raiders.
Yeah, I just saw him, dude. He just made a touchdown the other day.
Travis
Speaking of the
Kelce
Raiders, they're good.
90, like almost 900 yards this season already. That's nice.
Who? Kelsey?
Damn.
Yeah, Kelsey already has
Yeah.
almost 900 yards and 7
Dude,
touchdowns.
him and Mahomes are scary, dog. They're like he
Dude,
is.
Mahomes is scary. I would be
know.
scary. Mahomes would like no look pass to like my fat ass, and like
He's so good, man. I get it, but I don't get it. Like he's gonna honestly, I could see him like to me personally, I see him already as like maybe the MJ of the NFL. Like think about this. In the year that they lost to the Patriots in that AFC Championship game, they should have won if it wasn't for D Ford.
yeah,
So they go and play Rams again. Todd Gurley was hurt. They probably beat the Rams again. So that's 2-time Super Bowl champion Patrick Mahomes if fucking D Ford doesn't jump across and give fucking Tom Brady a goddamn 6th Super Bowl, that motherfucker.
neutral zone and frag. Oh, dude, that
I
I was
bet
so
he
pissed,
got
dude.
in a lot of trouble for that one.
He went to the 49ers and got paid a bunch of money, I think.
And now he's hurt.
Yeah.
He didn't get in any trouble. He just
No,
lost.
he got paid.
He lost
He
the
got
ball
super
for
paid.
somebody. and you
Got super paid.
Yeah,
dude,
man.
you know, Andy Reid was just like, there are more important things, bud, and then like had like a cheesesteak or something, and was like, dude, I
Yeah.
love
Andy
Andy
Reid.
I could
Reid.
see him. I could see him doing that.
Andy Reid's a good dude, and
Yeah.
Have
Andy
you seen that
Reid did
footage
not.
of him with all the other middle schoolers and him throwing the football?
Uh-huh.
Oh, dude, you got to look it up. Andy, just type in sometime Andy Reid throws football versus middle schoolers, and he's like 6 foot something, and all these kids are like 5'5" and smaller. I don't know, and he's throwing a football like 60 yards, and they're like not. Maybe he was punting. I can't remember,
Did
but
he
it was
win the
fucking
punt pass
hilarious.
kick? I want to.
Maybe that's
Andy
what it
Reid
was.
won the punt
I think that might. Yeah, dude. And he's so smart. He's such a fucking offensive savant. Like any player you have in Chiefs offense, you specifically want Kelsey or Hill for fantasy, but like if in the future I drafted Hardman, I hope he just starts to go off, man, because he's like so fucking fast. It's
I want
insane.
Claypool.
I also
Oh,
want
dude.
Claypool.
Who has
Mapletron.
Claypool?
Mapletron might be one of the like that out of that group of receivers. He might be the best one.
We just
The
took a
group
hard
of
turn.
receivers? Are we that position group, or
What do you
just
mean hard
the
turn?
future
We
receivers?
went from Kansas City to
Of just like
Colorado.
his group of his rookie class, I should say. He might be the best one out of all of them.
Were you just talking
I don't-
about how
I don't agree.
unfocused this is?
Well, a little bit. I was just trying to like direct the combo. Like, okay, we're taking it from the Chiefs, and now we're going into rookie wide receiver.
I just-
Justin Jefferson, dude. I put Justin Jefferson at the top, I think.
Yeah, no, it's Claypool.
So I think that'll all matter on who's throwing the ball to them, which is like a super. It sounds like a super basic idea until you realize Kirk Cousins locks
Is throwing the
in.
ball.
Well, he locks into 2 receivers,
Adam
He can
Thielen.
only throw to 2
Thielen,
guys.
Justin Jefferson.
And so it's Thielen and Jefferson right now. Claypool has to compete with Big Ben, who hates fantasy. Big Ben hates fantasy, but he loved Antonio Brown until he didn't love Antonio Brown. I don't know, like whatever. But like,
Now
what
Brady
are
loves
you
Antonio Brown, dude. Brady
Yeah.
and Brown are like best friends.
That was a good trade. Thanks, Ted. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Yeah.
You got better. I got better.
Yeah.
We both got better.
I
That's
did
good,
feel
man.
kind of bad giving number 2 tight end away. Waller's been doing
Dude,
really
Waller
well.
is a baller, man.
He's
He is
huge.
killing it.
He's so fast. Nobody can.
He's so fucking fast.
Skyler's tried to get me a win this week because I was probably going to lose a tab, but I'm glad I don't have to go against Waller now. Yeah!
Hey, dude, Hunter Henry is probably gonna pop off.
No, that offense is run by Keenan Allen and Keenan Allen only.
Dude,
Yeah,
It
There's
was,
a
it
lot
was
of-
last week. I'll give you
No,
that.
it's every week, Dad.
Hunter
He
Henry
throws
is
Keenan
doing some shit.
10 times.
His
Can we
chemistry is
talk about
high.
that for a
I
second?
think it's not that good.
Yeah, let's talk about it. What do you want to talk about?
You wouldn't think that.
Darren Waller getting clean, like that.
It's
It's played
cool.
for the Ravens. He was
Yep.
like good for him. He always
I
had the
agree.
talent. He just
Hey, give me a quick recap of him. I never heard about him on
Oh, dude.
drugs.
Cool.
So-
Yeah, let him know.
Yeah, Darren Waller used to be I want to say he was into opiates, right? Was that the Darren Waller problem?
I don't know. I just know he had
Heroin.
a drug problem.
Heroin.
It was heroin. Yeah. So opiates. And then the Ravens gave him chance after chance. He was a wide receiver. They converted him to tight end. Like, that was the Ravens' idea, by the way. Y'all are welcome. He got clean with the Raiders, and it seems like he also lost a season to injury, I want to say, and then had a suspension for marijuana, which, like,
Yeah.
God,
who
it's
cares?
mini Josh
Who
Gordon.
cares on that?
Dude, Josh, real quick, side tangent. Josh Gordon needs to be reinstated right now because he's signed to the Seahawks, and they come on. Let's get this rolling.
You got DK.
All right?
You don't need
Come
any
on.
other receivers.
Fuck that. Yeah, we do.
No,
Let's
no,
go.
you got
Super
DK
Bowl
in
or
the second
bust,
round. You
dog.
don't need
Super
anyone
Bowl or
else.
bust, dog. Super Bowl or bust, man. It's coming, dog.
That was interesting about Waller, though. Just to throw this out there, isn't it kind of strange that he went to the Raiders and got clean? Where it's like, that's the last team that you'd get clean on.
Yeah. No, you would go from the Raiders to the Ravens to get clean. It's a weird paradox.
You go from the Ravens to the Raiders to get some drugs. You'd be like,
you go to the Raiders, especially now in Las Vegas, you get all of the drugs.
It was probably Oakland.
It was. It was a while ago. I was just saying that because Las Vegas has all of the drugs. I mean, everyone.
Sin City.
Sorry, I put the Raiders as a dark horse.
You can go get some coke in Vegas, pretty easy.
And weed's legal now. You can smoke all you want.
Really?
Uh-oh. Did we lose Schyler?
Oh no, I'm sure he'll be back.
Schyler.
Do we want to circle back to these Thanksgiving games?
Yeah, we should touch on those. We're 30 minutes into it.
We definitely got off on a tangent on that. So
do you guys have picks? Do you guys know who you think is going?
Yeah, let's make picks. Let's make picks.
Oh, go ahead. You guys started off.
All right, Kyle, you started off.
Okay, I think. Oh, the guest picks first?
All right, so on this week's slate, we got the Houston Texans versus the Detroit Lions. The Texans are favored by 3.5 points, and the total of the game is a solid 51.5. Fuck you, Tad.
If you wanted to retake that.
Yeah, I need to. That was horrible.
You're like going so you're going so fast, and then you're saying like,
Okay. On this week's slate, we got the Houston Texans versus the Detroit Lions. They're coming in at 51.5 point total, and the spread is 3.5. God damn it. I can't do it now. I'm nervous. I'm joking.
Oh my god.
All right. I'm just going to calm down. It's not a big deal.
Okay. I'm too drunk for this.
This is hilarious, dude.
On the Thanksgiving slate, we got the Houston Texans versus the Detroit Lions. Houston Texans are favored at 3.5 points. The over and under is set at 51.5 points. What do you guys think?
That sounds. Maybe leave this in. This might be good.
They're just losing their fucking minds in the background because I'm a horrible, horrible host.
No, you're
not.
You're
hilarious,
perfect, dog.
Thanks, man.
The Lions are bad. The Lions are bad. The Lions are hurt. DeAndre Swift might not play. Kenny Galladay is not going to play.
But it is Thanksgiving.
Of which they have a historically losing record because they're not even good on Thanksgiving.
Fuckers, dude.
They have a game. They have a game every year on Thanksgiving. And what do the Detroit Lions fans have to be thankful for? A 37-41-2 record. That means on Thanksgiving, we've had 2 ties.
Wow.
37-41-2.
37-41-2.
Whoa. That's not good.
Not great.
Imagine tying 2 out of every 40 games. That's like the Bengals.
God.
We didn't count them.
That's a good point. Imagine tying ever. Hate ties.
Ties suck.
Oh
Ties do
man,
suck,
just
dude.
All right, so Kyle, you're taking the Texans then?
yeah, I'm taking the Texans.
All
I
right,
don't. I
and
think
then
they're closer to being a better team. Like
what
I think
about
they're
the
really close.
over/under of
51 and a half
51
point total.
I think there will be scoring this game. I think if the Lions are going to stay in the game, it will be by virtue of throwing to the tight end position, and I think it'll be. But I think and a little bit downfield. I think Stafford's playing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot to research that because I knew he was put on the COVID list and then he was off and then he was on and then he was
Then he
off
got
again.
boo-boo.
Yeah, it's so for a team that's so bad, I sure know a lot about like the Lions drama, right?
Yeah.
But, um,
All right, over
as long as
51 and a
Stafford's
half.
playing, I think they have a shot at keeping it close because I think Stafford's criminally underrated. So,
Underrated, dude.
So I don't know, but I like Deshaun Watson today. Spoiler, I might be picking him for something, and yeah, I think the Texans ultimately gutted out. I think they're closer to being a good team. I don't think they're that far from a good team, really.
I'm going to stay on that side with Kyle. I'm calling for an absolute embarrassment of the Lions. We're taking the Texans for sure at 3.5. I would push it up probably to 7 points. 51 and a half points. I'm saying it's probably going to go over because the Texans are going to just score, and Matt Stafford's going to throw the ball 1,000 times. But this will be such an embarrassment to the Lions that Matt Patricia finally gets fired after Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
No more Matt Patricia, worst coach of the NFL now that Bill O'Brien's gone.
I agree with that. And it's funny they're
I guess Adam Gase is still there, but
old. Because you know what's going to happen when Matt Patricia gets fired? He's just going to go to New England.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Bill Belichick's going to welcome him back with open arms if he can reach all the way around him.
Matt Patricia did essentially what what's his name? Fucking Visor bitch from Visor guy.
Yeah, but Josh McDaniels won some games. Matt
but
doesn't do anything.
Tebow.
He also traded everyone away. He was like, "Who's all their good players? Okay, bye." He was like the Adam Gase before Adam Gase was a thing.
Dude, Adam. Oh my god.
Don't even.
We have. Adam Gase. We don't have a segment for how much I hate Adam Gase.
Dude, he's the worst coach in the NFL, man. Fuck Adam.
Adam Gase is worse than Matt Patricia.
Kalen Ballage was on, I think, 2 Adam Gase teams, and now he's in not San Diego, LA, doing things. Anyways, what do you guys think, Tad, Schyler?
I'll take the over.
Okay.
I think it's probably 35-27, something like that. I think Houston wins. 7 points. I'd agree with that, Brandon. Watson's Stafford's really good. I think Watson just has a little bit different level than Stafford as far as overall skill. And the Lions have a bad, they just got blown out 20-0 by a Panthers team without Teddy Bridgewater and McCaffrey and their starting left tackle. So I see the Lions losing for sure. I see Houston probably dominating most of this game. If DeAndre Swift plays, I think it's closer because Houston has a very bad run defense right now. So I'll take the over though.
We got some breaking news. DeAndre Swift is not playing today. That just came in.
Okay, well then.
2 concussed.
Then I don't.
Carry on, my wayward son. Then.
I don't know, man.
Is that
yeah? I need him to go to a different team. I want to just sing that every time he's on my team and he does nothing. He would be. He would fill in the Latavius Murray role really well.
I think there's a lot of people who I would really like to go to the Saints.
Yeah.
I feel like that just comes up a lot where I'm just like, oh, it'd be really great if he was a change of pace back for Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
I think that Devin Singletary.
Decent running back on good team. Sounds good.
Yeah, I don't know.
What about you, Tad?
I'm gonna take the Lions.
Oh shit!
I think Matt Stafford's a way better quarterback than Deshaun Watson. I'm not a big fan of Deshaun Watson. I think the only weapon he has right now is Will Fuller. He's been playing pretty good, but yeah, I think Matt Stafford is gonna bounce back from that Carolina loss. I think that although I hate their coach as well, I'm hoping that they can make it more of an interesting game to watch than some huge blowout. I'm gonna go over on the 51 and a half. I'm gonna guess that's a high scoring game, and I'm gonna say the Lions win by 3 points, maybe.
Okay.
That is
Contrarian Tad is contrarian.
Deshaun Watson is a bad quarterback. I've ever heard.
All right, maybe I shouldn't have said bad. Maybe I shouldn't have said bad. But I think he's less talented than Matt Stafford.
Oh my god! I know he just called him underrated, but like,
You're gonna
dude,
get shit from me.
Tad's gonna get some hate mail.
All right, we'll see what this game brings. But all right. So to be fair, a lot of the things that I come up with, especially about the Lions and the Texans, are kind of on the fly. I don't watch a lot of Lions and Texans football, so I do have to say that Deshaun Watson is probably a much better quarterback than I'm giving him credit for. I felt really, really burned when they lost DeAndre Hopkins, and I have had a pit in my heart about their offense ever since. So saying that, Matt Stafford, he's had a bad crew of people to throw to this year, and I don't think that's getting any better. I'm still taking the Lions. I just want to say that Deshaun Watson is very talented. Probably not giving him as much credit as he deserves. So we'll leave it at that.
Thanks for doing that.
Yeah, now you won't get as much hate mail. Don't send him hate mail. He doesn't need
He
No,
doesn't
please
know.
send me hate mail. Fuck yeah.
it.
Get some mail. Get some interaction from people out here.
yeah.
All right.
Maybe we can have callers or something at some point, right? Maybe you guys could
Ooh, that'd be fun.
get some
Live update on the numbers. The total for the Houston Texans and Detroit Lions just moved up to 52 points over or under. So it's going up.
Another half point. I'm still over.
Well, do you guys want to move on to the only other game because there's no God?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, since we're in the year 2020, we can't have nice things, and we're going to get the only other game this week, which is the Washington football team and Dallas Cowboys. Spread on that one, Washington football team is favored by 3 points.
What?
Nope, never mind. I lied to you. Read that wrong. Dallas Cowboys favored by 3 points.
Okay.
And the total in that game is a measly 46-point over-under.
I'm gonna take Washington. I think Washington's gonna win by 4 points. I'm gonna take the under though. I think it's gonna be like what was the score?
46.
46. Actually, no. 46.
Means you're betting each one.
I'll take it. I'll take the over by a point. 24-21. I think is that right? No, it's the under.
That's 45.
I'll take the under. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll take the under by a point, and I'll take Washington by 3. Alex Smith, comeback player of the year. Scary Terry. He's going to score a touchdown. Oh, yeah. All right. And I don't think Andy Dalton can get it done today, but he has a lot of weapons, so who knows, man?
Okay, I'm going to go opposite of that. I'm going to say that this ends up being just an absolute slugfest. We see a lot of Andy Dalton that we're like, oh, man, maybe he is a good quarterback. Alex Smith, like you said, Jesus Christ, comeback player of the year. We're going to still take the Cowboys on the favorite. I do believe that it's just a 3-point game, though. Wins by a field goal. I'm going to say that they score over 50. I think the Cowboys score 31, and the Washington football team scores 28.
I like it.
I think that the Washington footballs are a surprisingly good defense.
Yes.
I think over the past 5 weeks, now the first 5 weeks they're bad, sure, whatever happens, but over the last 5 weeks they've kind of put it together. They're averaging only giving up 17 points a game. That's not bad, and I think that'll actually contribute to them going to the under. I think that they're actually a good defense. I don't think the Cowboys have a great offense. Their offensive line has been hit with injuries. I think Dak obviously kills you in the water in terms of I don't think we're going to see how good of a quarterback Andy Dalton is today.
I think we are. I think we're going to be like,
maybe
I don't
think they have a good enough offensive line. I don't think they have the offensive line to support Andy Dalton's merely fine arm talent. Andy Dalton, a top 32 quarterback in the NFL.
I'm sorry.
He's not like a top 10 quarterback.
I forgot that Cincinnati had the best offensive lines.
They had really good offensive lines.
They did not. They had Whitworth. That was it.
Andrew Whitworth was very good.
Yeah, what?
They got worse.
Oh.
When Andrew Whitworth left. You can look this up. Andrew Whitworth was a great left tackle.
Yeah, that was one person. There's 5. It takes a team.
Those were good offensive lines. It was just that he was in the best division in football. Year in, year out, that's the best division in football.
Offensive.
There are usually 3 good teams in the AFC North. There are usually 3 good teams.
I don't know about 2. I'd say 2.
The Ravens and the Steelers are usually good, and often the Browns
or the Bengals
are like a 9-7 team.
Actually, I don't agree with that at all.
I'm gonna say this right now.
The Browns are often a 9-7 team, or the Bengals are a 9-7 team. One of those.
I don't think the Browns have been 9-7 in like 10 years, dude.
That's not true. The Browns.
I'm going to put this out here right now, Kyle. I searched offensive lines with Andy Dalton Bengals. That was pretty not biased way to search this. First link that comes up. Bengals Weekly. How the offensive line finally broke Andy Dalton because they were not good.
After they got rid of their best players.
Okay, one. They didn't have anybody else that was good.
They had Kevin Zeitler.
Okay, you might be right. Fuck.
Like they had 2 Pro Bowl quality players for a while.
God, hold on. I'm gonna find this. I remember Andy Dalton.
While you're finding that, I'm gonna give you my opinion real quick of the fucking Washington Dallas football game.
Do it, dog.
I predict that the Washington football team or the Washington Footballs is going to win. I think it's gonna be under 40 whatever points.
46.
46. I'm gonna say under 46. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say Washington scores 3 TDs and a field goal, so 24. And I'm gonna say Cowboys score 2 TDs. 14, maybe a field goal. Let's say 24-17.
I like it.
Washington.
So I just looked it up. The Browns have not actually finished 9-7 in quite some time.
Yeah.
But they would have finished 9-7 in the NFC East almost every year.
Oh yeah. The Broncos have finished like 15-1. They were the NFC East.
They actually, and I think this year they could be a 9-7 team.
The Browns?
Yeah,
I think they're 10-6.
They're 10-6. So. Missed the playoffs anyway. No, we're at the 8-team playoffs.
They'll get in.
Oh, I forgot about
3 teams from the AFC North
and 3 teams from the NFC West. Fuck the NFC West. Go Seahawks. Fuck the 49ers. Fuck the Rams. Fuck the Cardinals. Fuck them
all. Can we touch on something real quick? Now that we're done with, I guess, the 2 whole Thanksgiving games. Who's your guys' pick for MVP this year, now that we're in Week 12?
Yeah, me too, Patrick.
Aaron Rodgers.
Hmm.
Aaron Rodgers has been having so Devontae Adams is great.
Amazing.
Their offensive line is above average.
Yes.
They have a pretty good depth at running back. I'm not an Aaron Jones truther.
I don't like Aaron Jones.
I think
man.
he's-
I'm not
you
an
could
Aaron Jones
put
truther.
you could probably put 50% of running backs in his spot, and they would do not as good, but they would do similar things because I think that it's
Jamal
designed
Williams
in a
did.
way
Jamal
that's
Williams could too,
meant
yeah.
for success.
I thought
Yep.
Tad was talking, but I guess it's been Kyle this whole time.
No, that was bad.
No, I know. I feel like I'm hearing this twice. 'Cause you're like, anybody can play what Aaron Jones is doing. Aaron Jones, if you look at his stats, I mean, Jamal Williams did decent while he was gone, but it wasn't Aaron Jones level stuff.
Jamal Williams.
Yeah,
is talent.
I agree.
I think he's above.
But-
Aaron Jones. I think he's above Jamal Williams, but I don't think I think the production can be similar.
But what if you put like Chubb on Green Bay?
Well, Chubb's
Oh.
a different story. Chubb
He's
is
the
a
awesome.
stud.
He's on another
Yeah.
level, though.
Yeah, but this is the discussion. Is Aaron Jones a stud, or is
Yeah.
Aaron Jones like an NFL starter?
Hey,
Go
ahead,
So
keep
I
talking.
think we find out next year because he might be on a different team. You think? Maybe not.
Yeah, I think so. I think they drafted
know, man.
AJ Dillon for like a reason, right?
I hope so.
Dude,
think-
who knows what the Packers are doing, man? They should have drafted a fucking stud, Justin Jefferson, and instead of Jordan fucking Love, man. Come on.
Dude, Jordan Love is gonna. Aaron Rodgers likes Jordan Love.
So who's sitting behind Aaron Rodgers right now?
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love.
Kind
Okay,
of.
and so then you think that Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to pass the torch pretty easily over the next few years, while Love's kind of like apprenticing.
I think we are going to have like a very unceremonious, like Aaron Rodgers is going to lose his job one day. It's going to feel a lot like the Brett Favre thing.
I was just gonna compare it to Brett
It's
Favre.
gonna feel a lot like the Brett Favre thing, where you're like, no respect for a legend, and then within 1 year we're like, who?
Dude, I hope.
And maybe not. Maybe Aaron Rodgers is better than Brett Favre. He has to
I
produce.
think he is.
I think he is.
I think he is too.
He's a much
maybe
better
he has
thrower.
more- He makes much better decisions.
Yeah, but it also, like, just pure passing talent, Aaron Rodgers takes that.
Aaron
Wow,
Rodgers-
that's
He's amazing.
Brett Favre threw so many picks.
yeah, but that's because he's a gambler. He's a Southern boy. He's a
Okay, but
This is
Aaron
like me
Rod-
arguing with these guys about Jameis Winston.
Aaron Rodgers is a better
I
quarterback.
want to hear you say J-Mice over and over again.
Jameis. All right, Brandon, who's your MVP? You scoffed at the Patty.
Russ! Russ!
Okay. There it is.
MVP, Brandon. It's not.
He's gonna do it.
happen. Dude, he's
He's gonna do it.
struggled way too much over the past couple weeks to get the MVP. It's not gonna happen.
I know that you saw like a couple of interceptions. You were like, nope, can't happen now. But I just watched.
Dude, he had like 12 turnovers in like 3 weeks. What the fuck, dude?
Who did he play? Did he play the Rams?
Cardinals, Rams, and
Yeah, dude. Rams defense. I watched them
They're
play.
good.
They're crazy,
Russ.
dude. They're really good. Their corners are really good. Jalen Ramsey really good.
But
Yeah.
so.
he's
So
not-
why didn't any of us mention Aaron Donald for MVP?
He's not gonna get it because defensive
No.
players don't get MVP. It's gonna be
You got to have just a like complete outlier.
It's gonna be
year
Rodgers,
as a
Russ,
if all
defensive
things
player.
were equal-
But that's the only three
If-
options.
If all things were equal, do you guys think that Aaron Donald is the best player in the NFL?
Top two.
Mm,
Russ.
it's so hard for me to say best player in the NFL because it takes so much different styles of talent to complete a team.
True.
Like what Aaron Donald does is absolutely the best in his class. But I mean, for quarterback, when you're in those top 1, 2 to 3 quarterbacks, your talent is a completely different skill set. It's like to me, it feels like comparing apples to oranges.
That's why I would take Russell Wilson over Patrick Mahomes, just because he can read defenses better at this moment in time. Just because he can read defenses better. But
he throws out of
fuck
interceptions.
you, Brandon. I hate you. You're the
He makes so
devil.
many
You're the
turnovers.
devil. Okay, he's my guy, dog. Just because he's not gonna win the MVP doesn't mean he's not my guy. I love him, man.
Mr. Unlimited. Unlimited.
Dude, he is. I just saw a tweet of him and Sierra. I think I was on Twitter and I was checking it out, and he is one of the fucking horniest motherfuckers I've ever seen, dog. He's like, let me put.
Oh my
He's like, let me put another.
Who is?
baby in you. Russell Wilson.
Who?
Oh, yeah. Let me put another baby in
That's
you.
basically what he said, dude.
He's got all that fucking testosterone running.
He's
through
cooking
his
in
mouth.
all levels of life.
Dude, Sierra's a babe, dog. Good for him. Man. He's
Can you say that his testosterone levels are unlimited?
He's gonna fucking start his own TV shows, Breaking Bad too, cooking up some meth in the motorhome too while
I
he's
would
at
love
it.
to see. I would watch, like, when he retires, an alternate reality universe of just like where like everything just went wrong for him. Like, because I feel like Russell Wilson has had like a pretty like solid life, like just in terms of like he's not from like the hood. He's not from like
West Virginia, I think. I think everything has gone his way
West Virginia's
except for
kinda
his
hood.
dad passing away. Like that's.
I would like to see. I would watch like a thing where like Russell Wilson breaks bad.
It's like Carlton in
That
an
would be
alternative
hilarious.
universe.
Yeah, like he where like Mr.
Oh,
Unlimited
man.
like his drug dealer name or something. It's a pimp name.
So who else is the MVP then? Who do we take? Tad?
I think I'm
So
on
we
Russ.
got 2 votes Rogers, one vote Rogers, 2 votes Mahomes, one vote Mr. Unlimited.
All right.
Yeah.
I
what
think
Russ has been doing this year in the NFC West is more impressive than what Patrick Mahomes should win the AFC West for like the next millennium.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have competition like the NFC West. You got the Raiders, I guess. The Chargers look good with Herbert, but they got 3 wins.
They're
not
gets better, maybe, but until then.
But at least this year, as we're looking at it right now, Patrick Mahomes is doing what anyone should do if you got the best team in the AFC West. Whereas the NFC
Why do you
West,
say I guess after the Raiders? I think the Raiders are real,
too, I agree
dude.
with
I
that.
think
They are
the
real?
start of Derek Carr's career. I think he can read defenses just as well as almost any quarterback in the league right
John
now.
Gruden's a
Okay.
fucking great coach, dude. Like
I agree that the Raiders are real. What I'm saying is anybody here picking the Raiders to go to the Super Bowl?
no.
Not
Exactly.
this year.
Is
Yeah,
anybody
but I'm
here
not
going to pick
picking-
the Chiefs? And if you say no, that's fine. But
I'm not picking
you wouldn't
the
be wrong to
Seahawks
pick the
either.
Chiefs. What?
Are you picking the Seahawks?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're picking the Seahawks to go
Dude,
to the
I think the
Super Bowl.
Seahawks could win out of the NFC. They
All
are
right.
that
I don't
good. Russell
even-
Wilson is
Quick,
doing
listen
that
to me.
good.
Their defense is getting a lot better. Carlos Dunlap has changed their defensive line.
Sure, Carlos Dunlap's alone.
Jamal Adams has over 20 pressures. The next closest safety with pressures like that is like 10 or 12 or something like that. He's struggling a little bit in pass defense, but as far as rushing the passer, Jamal Adams is a fucking beast. They've had injuries with Chris Carson, their starting center, as well as their starting cornerback. They're all back this week against Philadelphia. Fuck Carson Wentz. Go Seahawks. They're going to win. All right. Fucking A.
So-
I don't like Carson.
Who's winning the NFC if it's not the Seahawks? The
Saints.
Buccaneers?
Saints defense.
Saints,
You
I
were
guess.
right about the Saints.
With
You
no
were
Drew
right
Brees.
about the Saints. Dude.
All of those
Their
are
Saints defense
very
is
good options.
I mean,
think
they
the
are,
Packers
but-
have a shot.
What's that?
I think the Packers have a shot.
Okay, that would be the other team I would pick. If it wasn't the Seahawks, it'd be the Packers. I think the Bucks could, maybe the Saints if Drew Brees comes back, but
I think
I'm
it's
not-
close. I think it's
The
close.
Saints are what,
I think there are
2,
4 good
9,
teams in
2?
the NFC.
The
What's
Saints
that?
are like 9-2, right? I think the Saints might win it, dude. Honestly, like their defense is probably the best in the NFC right now, as of
Mhm.
right now. And so,
Which is a weird sentence. Why are the Saints good at defense?
well, I mean, Brandon said it good the
Yeah.
other day, though. He said, like, the beginning of the year, they're not as great, but by the second half of the season, they really turn it on and they're scary. And so, like,
that's when they hit their stride.
yeah,
most
Marshawn
times.
Lattimore, their D line is fucking scary, dude. Davenport, and they got who's the other DN? What's his name? I can't.
Cameron Jordan, yeah.
Dude, like their D line is scary, dog. Like they're a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good defense. I mean, until Breeze comes back, I'm not picking the Saints.
Would you
Hey.
rather have the fifth seed, a wild card, or would you rather have the 2, 3, or 4? So the fifth.
I think I'd rather have the 2.
I'd rather have home field. I want
Yeah.
home field.
But
I also want home
one
field.
is home field. Like whoever gets one gets a bye and home field. The fifth seed gets to play the NFC least in the first round.
Yeah, it's
And then there's no fan. There's
shit.
no fan in each games. There's no fan in each games coming up in the playoffs.
So home
So
field
you'd want 5th, right?
This is why COVID sucks. Home field's not a home field advantage of the playoffs. This
Doesn't
year.
mean anything. I mean, they could play shit over the
but
speakers,
it's not
right?
as loud.
That's
it's not
legal.
the same. Like
It's not the same.
You can't. It's not. I don't know.
Bring in sound.
Here's what I'm saying. I want Aaron Rodgers. I don't care when. I don't care. I don't care at what stage of the playoffs we're at. That dude carries real mediocre Packers teams quite frequently. And right now, I don't think they're mediocre. I think Devontae Adams is playing great football.
But he gets hurt.
I think.
If he gets hurt, I think it's
everybody has it. If he gets hurt, though, if Russ gets hurt, the Seahawks turn to a complete shit show.
Straight up, they're terrible, dude.
Who's the backup? Who's the Seahawks backup right now?
Geno Smith, dude.
Oh, fuck, you guys are fucked. I didn't know Geno Smith was still a thing.
If Pete Carroll wins a Super Bowl with Geno Smith at quarterback, he is the greatest coach of all time.
Absolutely.
There's
Give him his gold jacket now.
If he even makes it to the Super Bowl with Geno Smith.
If he gets past the first round of the playoffs with Geno Smith.
Let's not put Russ injury into fucking the universe. Okay, we do not want
that.
But you're going to put Devontae Adams injury into the universe.
But he's already been hurt. He already has an ankle injury.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's fine. He's alive.
And MVS can't pick up his slack.
It's fine because the number of Russell Wilson's ACLs is unlimited.
Dude, Russ is my guy, man. I love Russ.
So where did that whole unlimited thing come from? I've never.
It's the cringiest video ever.
It's him saying that he's unlimited.
He gave himself a nickname, which is the dorkiest thing you can do.
Yeah, he's the whitest black guy out there.
Honestly, I'm looking it up right
Brandon,
now.
I think he's gotten more. This is gonna sound fucked up. I don't know if I should say it.
Go ahead.
You shouldn't.
I'm not gonna
Don't
say
say
it.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna
Come
cut
on.
it out of the podcast. He's gotten more black since he started dating Sierra.
That's fine. Still the whitest black guy
It's gonna.
out there. That's not a big
This
part
part right here is gonna be cut out because it just sounds fucked up.
That's fine.
Unlimited.
Okay. I want to touch on another thing. This is going off topic, but I want
to Unlimited.
I want to hear you guys' picks because there's a couple of sneaky candidates for this, but rookie offensive player of the year. See, that's the easy pick, but Claypool is coming up on the odds because he could get the touchdown record for rookie wide receiver.
Ignored.
Yeah, but
I think he wins it.
I think
it does.
I think Gilbert plays quarterback, and this is a league that you have to play quarterback. If you want to be a household name, you have to be the absolute best at your position, or you have to play quarterback. And then Andy Dalton's a household name.
Let's see. Let's say that Justin Herbert wins 1 or 2 more games by the end of the year. He might win more, might not win any. But Claypool gets the touchdown record for rookie wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still pick Herbert?
Yeah.
No shit. I don't know, dude. Claypool
I think it would have been Joe Burrow, honestly, if he didn't get hurt. But I'm gonna put.
I agree with that.
Herbert has transcended that offense, dude. Like, I like I like Tyrod Taylor. I think he's a solid quarterback, but he doesn't have the skill of Herbert. That arm, that throw he made to Keenan Allen for the touchdown last week was fucking insane, dude. Like, to be able to...
He's a stud.
to thread the needle like
That's
that.
gonna be Hunter Henry next this week.
And
Nope.
Darren Waller.
Nope, it's
hey,
not.
that's my championship right there. I'm coming for you, dog. I'm gonna finally win it. Okay,
That's
real
fine. You
quick.
can have the COVID
Kyle,
championship.
is there an asterisk on this fantasy football season?
I want it. Well,
On this
not
fantasy
for
season or
me.
this regular
This fantasy
season?
football season.
Asterisk
is there an
Bowl.
asterisk?
There's no asterisk. This is the
Asterisk
hardest year I've
Bowl.
ever played fantasy football.
I'm
I agree with
agreeing with
Kyle,
Kyle and Schyler, even though I already have a
Fine.
champion. I think that this year should validate winning if you win,
Yeah,
because
fuck Brandon.
Nope.
Because this is the hardest year. Usually you can pick someone, a running back up off waivers.
no,
COVID
usually
has-
you can auto draft and sit on a team, and if nobody gets hurt, you can probably win.
Allie.
AKA Allie. That's what she fucking does, dude.
Yeah,
Auto
but
draft.
last
This
year
year, this year she's
she
not.
did the same thing 2 years in a row, and she's in first place.
This year you can see that she's dwindling though, because she's not playing.
it-
What?
it-
Why are you looking at me with that face?
Because she was killing all of us up until about 2 weeks ago.
But
What do you mean dwindling?
No, it's just that this year
if you
requires
have been
more.
scoring less,
It requires you to pay attention. It requires you to play the waivers. It requires you to
I will agree with you.
be
on that.
creative.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with you on that. You do have to pay much more attention because we have an outlier happening this year, which has been my whole point. I don't care about the level of difficulty. It could be harder, it could be easier. The point is, we've never had to deal with COVID up till this point. Now we have an outlying circumstance that we don't know how long it's going to last or if it's going to go away anytime soon. But at least for this year, something we haven't experienced for 5 years before
Brandon,
this.
all right, listen to me here. Take away COVID. All right. How many injuries have happened this year to star players? Okay, so
A bunch, but that happens every year.
no.
This
Let's
this
keep
is
going.
not an asterisk here because take away COVID, that would have happened regardless, right? Okay, so it's not an asterisk here because you lose all these star players and you're not losing star player.
I lost James Conner for a week because of COVID.
Yeah, but that's just his
it's
bye
just
week
like an
now.
injury, like for a week.
They just changed it to his bye week.
Ashley lost Derrick Henry for
I got
a
Derrick
week.
Henry.
Like, these players, you should be able to rely on knowing, okay, this is when their bye week is. I can kind of strategize around that. This year, you can't do that because you don't know if it. I mean, now we're past the point. We're past week 11, so bye weeks are no longer a thing.
Dude,
But-
check out my team. Week 13. My whole team is on a bye week.
The argument that it's not an asterisk year is because everybody is having to combat the exact same thing. Everybody has to deal with
Right.
an entire
But
Steelers
my
team
never
being out
said
this
that it
my
was.
team didn't catch COVID.
I never
So-
said. I'm
Like-
saying there's an outlier circumstance. The reason why it's a COVID year is because it'd be the same. I would say the same thing if for some reason we went into a World War III and a bunch of NFL players got drafted to go to the war. That would be an outlier year. It'd be like,
not that.
There would be no
This is
COVID
not-
here.
this is
We would
not-
all be in
it was
the
an
war, dog.
it was an example.
We
It was
would
an
be
example.
talking-
It's just talking about
We would be
outlying
talking
circumstance
about
that
this.
hasn't happened before now.
I would agree that this
That was
year
big.
there is a very big outlying circumstance that is very unique to any other football season.
I've never
But then-
argued the level of difficulty.
Okay, so but then what do you mean by asterisks? Because everybody
it's
in
different
this,
than
in this
every
lobby,
other year.
everybody in this lobby takes asterisks as a lower, like, discredited win.
Yeah, that's what I put on it just because I like the fun of it. I like to troll.
All right.
But
Sure. Okay, but at the bottom of things is the asterisk year just to symbolize that this was a very unique year in terms
Yes.
of like
But I
COVID.
yes, that's
So
all
when
I've
you
ever argued.
when you look at your season, it's just like asterisk means, oh yeah, dude, that
You're
was the
telling
year
me
of
that any
COVID.
players
Okay,
are
let-
Brandon,
Let's
Here, I
say
have a
10
question.
years from now, we go and play fantasy football. COVID ends this year. I'm not predicting that because I honestly don't fucking know. I don't think anybody knows. But let's say COVID
Wow,
ends this
big
year.
move. Brandon
10 year-
predicting it's ending.
10 years from now, you're telling me you're not going to look back on this year as a special year because of COVID?
Special,
Actually-
yes.
different.
That's all I've been saying!
The way you frame it has not been like that at all.
That part
So
is
I'm glad
added on
we had-
to it.
I'm
Hey,
glad
Brandon.
we've
Added on
smoothed
to
it
the
out.
troll. I guess I thought that maybe you guys assumed that.
Yeah, and
Brandon.
I just want to clarify that Allie does play good fantasy football. She has a way of drafting. I don't want this to come back.
Oh, shit!
somehow be like,
I'm telling her to listen to this one.
Okay, motherfuckers, you guys
That's
hate me.
edited out.
No, Allie has her
right?
own strategies. It's just that a lot of times her efforts aren't seen like others. So
I'm saying
I'll just
she's
leave it
about
at
to
that.
Kyle,
be the second most
Kyle,
championships in this league.
No, she's not.
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly.
that. Christian McCaffrey's coming back. I'm gonna win a goddamn championship. I got a killer team.
The COVID bull for
God damn
Schyler.
it, here I come. Yeah. Kyle, what were you saying, sir?
So, Brandon,
Yeah.
name 4 players who opted out of the NFL season.
Damian
Yeah.
Williams. Didn't Mosley? CJ Mosley?
That matters.
Yeah.
All of the Patriots defense.
That was so long ago, though, that I don't honestly remember off the top of my head.
Brandon, it affected the season so much.
That still was something. It was still
football.
Name another season that players have opted out because of a fucking sickness.
Season's so
You
bad,
can't.
Brandon.
You
This
can't.
is so bad.
I'm not. I've explained my stance. I'm not saying that it's harder or easier. I never claimed that this was an easier. I don't honestly think fantasy football in general is easy in almost any league, let alone with you fucks. But my whole point ever is just that it's a different year. When I look back on this and be like, oh yeah, 2020 was the COVID season. That's I add in the take your redheaded stepchild championship because I didn't think I was going to win because you guys are good. But like if I won, because I have a chance to win. 3 of us sitting here have 3rd place or 4th place in our pockets, and then one of us is going to be the one left out. But yeah, if I win it, I'm still going to count it as a championship. I just said
basically all 4 of us are in the running for it.
Schyler's for sure making it. Me, you, and Kyle are really the fight because Ty is not gonna make it.
So we're tied. Ty could make it if he won this week.
If he tried.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What happened to Ty?
I think he got married. I understand. When I was going through my marriage, it was like
going through your marriage.
I know. It almost sounded like going through my divorce. But it was harder. Like you have priorities. So
and what would that be? Just like when you're sitting on the toilet, you have to like look at wedding prep instead of fucking say your
No, it's not the first thing on your mind. So sometimes things slip by. It's not I'm not saying Ty's purposefully dropping the league, but I understand being in his exact position that it is hard.
I did say, hey Ty, go check out your lineup, and that's just Brandon. We talked about this, so it's a thing.
I thought maybe he was going to pull an Ashley because Ashley got the easy win. Dishonor.
I know. I was like, you should set your lineup. And she's like, no, it's too late. It's like 10:45. I'm like,
okay. She knew about it. She knew about it. She didn't say shit.
She's like, I've lost by this much too many times.
Dude, I'm coming for that. I'm coming for that shit, dog.
Dude, all I'm saying.
You know what? Okay, I'm going to say, being able to have my record without Christian McCaffrey, I'm pretty stoked.
Okay.
Oh, you mean like Saquon Barkley going out? Oh, you mean like Nick Chubb fucking dying on my fucking
struggle for sure, dude.
roster? Ugh.
I have had 100 points more scored against me than anyone else in this league. And we're just not going to address that.
We could address it, but then we could also address your points fielded.
My points 4 are fine. They're within the statistically, like, if we were to run stats, they're fine.
I think my points 4 are more impressive. I'm a solid 50 points behind Allie, who just fucking put up 200 burgers over and over and over. And I'm 50 points behind her tied for 3rd place at 5 and 6.
Yeah, but when I score 150 points, it's probably not going to matter because then, that's what's historically happened. Is whenever
you're just making wrong choices.
Honestly, I think you are, Kyle.
I mean, that's true.
Why do you never start DJ Moore? You never play him when you need to.
No, I do start DJ Moore. I started whenever he's going to score 3 points.
No, he likes to start Claypool when he's got the. He plays Claypool when he's got the butterfingers.
Yeah, I don't know. You know why? Because I need fewer wide receivers.
Give me
one.
What do you want for
Give me Julio.
What are you giving me for Julio?
I'll trade you Galladay. Let's trade injured for injured.
I don't need a wide receiver.
Okay, that's fair. I'll give you Balaj. So when Eckler comes back and dies again. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Then you'll have the
What
number
league are
one
we
running
talking
back
about?
on San Diego.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm not trading for Julio.
Yeah, I'm not trading for
I'm being
Julio.
blasphemous.
You can.
I'm just trying to poke the bear, Kyle. I'm not
Dude,
actually
I
trying to
love
trade
my
you
team in
Bolash
the
for
Bush
Julio.
League.
I'm liking mine slowly more.
I like my starting roster.
I don't like that Adam Thielen apparently tested positive for
Poor guy,
COVID,
dude.
and now he's like
Adam Thielen's
apparently
a
not going to
stud.
play. I'm going to have to start my main boy.
Brown.
Does nobody
No,
want
dude.
Calvin Ridley?
I don't trust. I don't want any player from a
That's
shitty
insane.
team unless it is Scary Terry.
I probably want Ridley, but I don't want him from you because I know I'm going to have to give up
Yep.
probably market value, and I don't want to do
What
that.
do you guys want for Christian McCaffrey? He'll be back not next week, but the week after.
I'll give you
You what?
Julio Jones for Christian McCaffrey. I'll give you Julio Jones for Christian McCaffrey.
Actually not a
but
horrible
once
trade.
McCaffrey, the first game back, he scored almost 40 fucking points, dude.
Yeah, sure. When he comes back, I'll get him for my playoff push.
He will be back
You
for
can
the
have-
playoffs. He's going to miss this week, which is week 12, and he's also going to miss week 13 with the bye. And you should stop doing that, Brandon. And he'll be back week 14 for the playoffs. I'm going for that chip. Oh yeah, it's happened. No asterisk. Fuck that shit. Get out of here.
My team proved that I can beat Schyler. I just got to be not cute.
Yeah,
Play Mark
goddamn it.
Andrews
Play
all the
Mark
time. I don't
Andrews.
care.
Dude,
I lost by a point because I got cute with Goddard.
Henry and Chris Carson, as well as McCaffrey, is just very. It's fine, dog. I'm coming for that chip. It's happening.
I find it suspicious that Schyler doesn't want people from bad teams when he's got. Oh no! Now he's got McLaurin. Sure. Panthers. Period.
But McCaffrey,
Anyone on the Panthers?
Dude,
Panthers are not.
Robbie Anderson.
Panthers are not good.
Robbie Anderson gets at least 10 targets, 6 to 10 targets a game. All right.
Not a good team. It's not a
But
good
that's
team.
like the only.
Yeah, the Panthers are not a good team.
Debo Samuel. Wayne Gallman.
Dude, I watched football and his whole team was like, "Let's go, Wayne! Let's go, Wayne!" Like they're so stoked for him. I was just like, man, I'm a fan of Wayne Gallman.
Wayne Gallman's the
And let me
least
tell
exciting
you, like
running
the
back.
San
in the league.
Francisco 49ers are a well-coached team. They might not be good because of injuries. They've had a lot of injuries. All right. Fuck the 49ers. I want to state that right now. Fuck them. Okay. Go Seahawks. Debo Samuel's good. All right.
Listeners, I don't know if you can tell, but Schyler
Fuck the
is a
49ers.
Seattle Seahawks fan.
Fuck the Cardinals.
Guys.
Fuck the Rams. They're terrible.
Here's
What you
all I'm
saying?
saying. Also, okay, let's try. Let's try to
Okay, play.
field DJ Moore this week.
Play.
Okay,
I dare
let's
you.
say I wanted to play him.
Do it.
No.
Should I play him over Michael Thomas?
No.
Should I play him over Julio Jones?
Yeah, because Julio's probably not playing.
Well, but if Julio
I'd
plays,
play him. Yeah.
I would play him over Julio.
No.
that's insane.
No,
You're
you
a
don't play him
crazy
over
person.
Julio. Yeah.
Then someone trade me for DJ Moore and trade me more than you would trade Julio Jones for. You wouldn't
Okay.
do that.
I'll give you Bolash.
That's insane. That's insane.
That's insane.
I'm just saying, man.
Start him over
Bolash.
Julio.
If the track record stays the same, players that play for Adam Gase then left get so much better.
Over Calvin Ridley? Fuck no.
No,
Over
I'll give you
Julio Jones?
I'll give
No.
you Amari Cooper for him.
I think DJ Moore might be right there with Calvin Ridley,
Yeah.
though, with Julio in.
I'd agree. Maybe a little bit below that, but I would agree in a sense.
A little bit below, but I mean, like, making that pick depending on matchup
Moore has
could be the
been
breaker.
he's been good, man. He's a great receiver, dude.
He's been great. I just have 7 good wide receivers,
Because we don't.
and no one wants to give me anything.
I don't think anybody wants to get rid of their running backs because this year is so hard with running backs. I gave away 2 of them and I hurt. I have to play fucking Sanders and Clyde Edwards-Helaire for the rest
I
of
got lucky,
this
dude.
league because I don't have anybody else.
I have to play James Conner and James Robinson for the
I
rest
have
of
best
the fucking
running backs in
league
the league,
too.
dude.
So
I got it.
Running back is rough. Yep. So you two make a trade. Skyler's
I
got
don't
players to
want you guys
give
to
up.
be better though.
He's got
Yeah.
running backs.
seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really.
Well, it could
though.
make you better.
Like, why?
True.
Well, you thinking that is ignorant.
How is that ignorant?
Your team could
I don't
always
know
be
if it
better.
can, dude.
Can it though?
Okay, all right. Listen to this.
so,
Derrick
for
Henry.
Who are
first
your
team
wide
captain.
receivers?
Okay, 2 starting running backs. All right. I know, but let's.
Well, C-Mac's not starting yet, but
Well, you
Let's
absolutely
say-
robbed Ashley Blind of Henry.
Yeah, that was. Can we talk about that?
We've talked about it. We'll talk about it again.
Okay.
Skyler took advantage of Ashley.
I threw it out.
I didn't realize.
I tried to tell Ashley that it was not a great idea. And
She's playing Ronald Jones, who's not even for sure the starting running back anymore because she was down and out. Skyler just came in with a warm embrace, a nice hug. Was like, "Here, give me Henry. I'll give you Ronald Jones. You'll be fine." Oh, you are so giving and so nice.
All I'm saying is it's so hard for me to trade anyone to you people. And then people are like, "Oh, I'll just give you fucking Derrick Henry for Ronald Jones. I'll just give you Darren Waller. And I can't get any deals done. You got handed Darren Waller for free. It's free.
I'm
It was
sorry, Ted,
Yep,
but it
for
was
free.
$0.
Hunter Henry is on
Henry
waiver wires
and
in
Antonio
most
Brown.
leagues I'm in.
dude, the thing is like
And Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown is good. That's the best part of the
Yeah,
trade.
And
But
I have
he was a
Robbie,
midseason acquisition.
So
Yeah, but he's best friends with Tom Brady.
what?
And Mike Evans isn't a thing anymore, really.
He scores.
Last week he was
TDs.
fine,
scores-
but Mike Evans catches
That's all he does.
touchdowns. That's all he does. If you want to fucking rely
did
on
Godwin.
TDs, you'll lose your league every year.
Yeah, my team's pretty strong. My team's pretty strong.
What's that face?
I just don't agree with you about the whole Delaney Waller. It was a bad trade bullshit. I think it was a pretty good trade. I feel good about
First
it.
of all,
Waller's
Darren
the second best tight end in the league, and that's behind Kelsey, and it's a gap after that.
Yeah, I already knew that.
TJ
That's a
Hawkins,
singular. That's a singular position.
like you didn't
those are-
even.
What, tight end?
Yeah, that's if you got one of the top 1, 2, or 3 tight ends, you want to keep those.
I mean, to me, I think that you can stream tight ends and probably gain, and that's my opinion, I guess. You're shaking your head no, but
I've streamed tight end before.
That's
Have
honestly
fun. It's
what
not
I've been
fun.
doing.
I mean, go look at Delaney Waller. If you put him in your lineup every week,
Still not Delaney.
Darren Waller.
It's close.
Who's Delaney?
Delaney
Delaney
Walker.
Walker.
Yep.
Yeah, I got those two mixed up.
He's old.
Listen, the way that you can justify it is if you felt like you needed a wide receiver, which you may have. I haven't looked over your team lately. I mean, you made a trade for your needs,
needed
and
it
you can
this
fill
week,
in the
that's
gaps with
for
tight end.
Yeah.
You're gonna need something this week.
And that's the thing is like Thielen's out. I'm playing Brown. I feel good about it. I'm playing Henry. I think they're going to do well this week, and I think that was the right move for me to hopefully try and make it into the playoffs. I wasn't thinking about, Schyler is going to definitely win, but he might win. But at the same time, I think that
for sure.
you could lose too. You know,
You'll
I don't
probably
think
beat
it's
me.
over.
You'll probably beat me this week because Antonio
No,
Brown.
I don't think I'm going to beat you this week because I think it's going to be a stiff matchup, dude. Your team's stiff, and I'll give you that. But I had to do everything I could to try. And,
that's fair.
And that's
I know
me
that
trying.
feeling. Yeah, I know that feeling bad. That's what I did to get Sanders. It's like, I don't have a shot in hell against Skyler, but I might be able to get something
So
done
I just
if
want to
get a
say
running
my
back.
team top for
Right.
is fucking
but,
strong,
no, this
and
is
I'm
why
playing
I-
for that chip, and there's no asterisk.
So I do want to point out, though, Tad, that you're probably going to win this week because the Buccaneers play the Chiefs. It's going to be an absolute fireworks show. Antonio Brown is probably going to get at least a touchdown and 100 yards, might score a 2 TD game, and it's going to make me feel bad.
Let's hold the reins there, though. Tampa Bay's defense is pretty fucking
It's
good.
Yeah, but
I got Patty Mahomes. I mean, that's the question.
I think Patrick Mahomes is matchup proof.
Makes the difference.
I think Patrick Mahomes is matchup proof. I don't think there's any defense in the league that's going to stop him.
Yeah, but I think generally, so like Patrick Mahomes is going to have a good day.
Yeah, he's going to score 30 points on me.
Denver put them up to
I guess I
14.
was thinking about real football again. I guess I was thinking about real football that matters, where like 1 or 2 stops is going to be the difference between Patrick
winning
Mahomes.
and losing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is what the Tampa Bay Chiefs game is going to be. Is which team gets a key stop here? Which team?
Denver did hold Patrick Mahomes to 14 points, but that's
True.
That's different to me. It's a divisional game, and those games are always played tough. I really don't think that that's matchup worthy. I think that, especially this game where it's out of division, the defense is definitely going to get after Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is still going to put up 30 points against me.
I don't think James Conner's going to be doing much against the Ravens.
I think they will.
That's a good point.
So listen to this. There's
maybe in the
Campbell, I think,
game.
is out, and then their other D tackle's out. So I bet who did the Ravens just play? They lost. Derrick Henry. Yeah. So I think Connor
the
goes for
Tennessee
80 yards and 1 touchdown. Is he not going to play?
If he even plays.
Against, I don't think not against the Ravens.
Is the game going to go through on Sunday? I mean, it's tentative.
I'd like to see him in playoff contention, but if they lose this game, I don't think they make the playoffs.
They need this game.
Dobbins isn't going to play.
It's against the Steelers.
Gus Edwards, the Gus bus.
It's all good on the bus.
Get on the bus,
dude. They went 8-0 with the Gus bus.
Yeah, Gus Edwards is good. He's just got other running back situation in Baltimore is just sad. Not because
out, I think it's once Dobbins comes back, it's Dobbins and Gus, and Ingram's the third string. I do.
Really?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think John Harbaugh is a good old boy type guy. And he's going to give Mark Ingram his fair share.
Shit, dude. He scored 16, 13, 14, 19.
I was going to say, I like Wayne.
You didn't have any players on bad teams, Schyler.
That was
Listen to me. Well-coached teams are different than bad teams. The New York Giants are a very well-coached team. All right. Yep. Tad and I are on the same
I'm
level.
a fan of the Giants. I think they're fun to watch. I think they're coming back. I call that week 6.
Yep.
Really?
I am.
Over everyone in that division, you're picking the Giants.
Yeah. Whoa. The 5-11 Giants are going to be able to.
God, that's such a shitty feeling. Ugh.
They're gonna be like 6. They're gonna be like 6-10, and they're gonna like limp to the playoffs.
What do you think the spread on the first game or the NFC East winner against whatever wild card team they face is gonna be?
It's
gonna be God.
Like, I do think he's very talented, but he's fighting with Kareem Hunt the whole time, right? Kareem Hunt and him are splitting the backfield.
Yeah, 1A, 1B.
I like Chubb. The thing that's been going on is he's been getting kind of lucky with big breakoffs. He's broken off
or he's so good.
I think
maybe, but what if that doesn't happen? It's like saying he's been getting lucky because he's been getting a touchdown.
Get it off your plate, man.
Don't listen to Kyle.
Don't let keep Chubb, dude. I just gotta.
He wants it for a reason. Just remember.
No, I definitely want him for a reason. There are ulterior motives here, but I will give you right now. You don't want to start Amari Cooper. True.
No.
I mean, I'd start him. He's 10 points.
I don't
so
know.
Why don't I give you 2 flexes?
Are you trading DJ Moore and someone else?
I'll give you DJ Moore and Calvin Ridley.
Holy shit.
Okay, I would do it.
Yeah, whoa. I mean, I that sounds like I could probably do.
I'll offer it. Give me Nick Chubb.
All right.
This solves.
Because the thing is like I would be fucked at RB, but at the same time,
but now
I don't need to worry about it. Yeah.
Now you just have to
think this through before you press accept. I'm just gonna. Running back is hard. Make sure you know you're good at running back before you take this.
Yeah.
I know that feel. I had some running backs. I was like, I could trade them away. And I'm like, oh, shit, I got 2 running backs and that's it. If one goes down, I'm fucked.
Yep. The thing about Chubb, the most appealing thing about him
keep
is
Chubb.
that week 15 and week
Man.
16, he's playing the Giants and the Jets.
Keep him. Fuck that shit. Keep him. Fuck that.
Dude, don't listen to them. They don't want you
But
to
dude,
win.
yeah,
I don't
I
want either of you
can't, I
to win.
can't get to the.
Yeah, fuck all of you. I want to win this.
This makes
Oh,
both of our teams
No
better.
way.
I have receivers dying on my bench.
Yes, you do.
It's
Who,
true.
who else do you have at running back, Tad?
Only 2 people: James
Yeah.
Conner,
and
James
All right,
Robinson.
so I'll trade you Gallman for somebody,
James
and then you can be.
I know you can have Gallman.
Go Wayne! Go Wayne! That's all I want to yell on my team.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Go Wayne,
Go.
because that's what they were yelling that because since Devontae Freeman isn't playing for he's hurt obviously, so Wayne Gallman's in and his whole team they're just like really stoked for him all the time. You can hear him from the sidelines yelling at him when he's
I
running.
think he's a good dude.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he's a good dude. He's had like a rough go of it in the NFL sort of for some reason. I don't know. He hasn't been like hurt or anything. He's always been available, but
Just kind of always been second.
he's always kind of trash because he's not Saquon Barkley.
Saquon.
It's true. Although let me tell you, Saquon did a whole bunch of awesomeness for me this year. 12, 13, 14, 15.4 points on the season.
bad breaks.
Are you gonna do it, Tab?
Am I going to do it? Are you going to do it?
I would do it.
Don't do
If
it.
I was you, I would do it.
Don't do it.
If I was you, I would do it.
If
The
I-
only reason I'm okay with it is that I don't have to face Nick Chubb this week.
Yeah.
yeah, but then you have to face DJ Moore.
I'll
and
take my
Calvin
chance.
I'll
Ridley.
take my chances. Who wants?
There's a reason why that's a 2-for-1.
Who wants Robbie Anderson?
Nobody.
That's
He's not even the best receiver on his team. I think he's the third best receiver on his team.
behind Curtis Samuel.
Whoa.
I think Curtis Samuel is a more talented player.
I think he's
I don't
more.
know about talent.
I think he's a better overall player. I think he can play running back. He can play receiver.
I think he runs better routes. I think Robbie Anderson's fast.
I don't know if I agree with that, but
Robbie Anderson's fast as balls.
fast.
I'll
as
give you that.
balls. Balls are fast, huh?
But Robbie Anderson, I think Curtis Samuel's a better player.
I'd agree with that. I think. I don't know, dude. I'm pretty fucking toasty right now, so I'm gonna agree with anything.
No, you're not.
All right, let's
Dude, I've fucking.
let's wrap this up
See, this
by
was
giving
this
our
was like
players.
right here, and now it's right here. So, I mean, just like,
How about we wrap this up by talking about the players that we want to give thanks to today?
all right,
Just in
let's
the
do it.
Thursday game slates.
All right,
Sean Watson.
Derrick Henry, praise the Lord.
Well,
Not,
but he's not. Let's give thanks today.
It's Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson makes that team a team. Without Deshaun Watson,
100%.
like if you even have let's take another quarterback from today. Andy Dalton. You drop Andy Dalton on the Texans. You take Deshaun Watson away. That's not a team. That team's winning 0 games this year. And I honestly think Andy Dalton is a top 32 quarterback. He should start somewhere in the NFL.
I'd agree with that.
But if he was starting on the Texans would be just so bad. And I think they should give thanks. Cut him off the turkey.
I'm going to give thanks to Will Fuller. Lions defense is fucking trash. Absolute dumpster cans. So Deshaun Watson's going to put up one of those games where you're like, I don't know if I should start him because he could get me like 2 or 3 points on my bench, or he could go off for like the 50 burger he left on my bench last year. So Will Fuller's going to go I'm going to put him at the 200 mark with 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
I hope you're right on that.
Shit. Go ahead, Ted.
It's going to be a stinger for you.
Maybe I just want you to play Will Fuller so he only gets 3 points for you.
Well, it's not like I have a lot of other choice, so.
Oh,
Antonio
shit.
Brown, dog.
Well, no, he's probably already getting played, is the thing.
Yeah.
Who are
All
you
right,
giving?
Kyle, I offered you another trade.
I'm gonna give thanks to Scary Terry, not just because he's on my team, but if he plays, I think he goes off 125 yards, 1 touchdown, 8 receptions. I think that's what's gonna happen if he plays today. If he doesn't, I'll probably give thanks to Amari Cooper. I think he gets 10 receptions, maybe like 80 yards and 1 touchdown.
Those are bold. You put numbers on it. That's bold.
200 yards and 2 touchdowns. Will Fuller. He's going to make me sad today. My Thanksgiving is going to be bad.
It
All
was very
right.
bad.
Well, you guys stole the shining, the bright spots.
What about Zeke? What about Zeke Elliott?
Yeah, you got Zeke. You got you could choose. I guess
Antonio Gibson. Yo, real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Chase
Has
Young.
Zeke been playing all
Yeah,
year?
dude.
Yeah, he just.
Okay. He hasn't been hurt at
Nope.
all, really?
Dak Prescott got
Are you wondering why he's having such a down
Dak
year?
Prescott.
I just wonder why I haven't heard his name as much as I did in
No
previous
offensive line. His offensive
no
line
offense.
And
Wow.
Dak.
Yep.
And Dak getting hurt.
No Dak. Both those hurt or running back bad.
So will Zeke pop off against the Lions?
I think so.
I think so. I think that's a good prediction.
What do you think he's going to do?
Washington.
Let's say
Does he cross the century mark? Get 100 yards?
110
Total yards?
touchdown.
Total yards or just rushing?
Does he catch a lot of passes?
Touches
4
you.
5.
3 to 5.
Yeah.
I guess we'll say total.
Okay.
112 total with a TD.
Real quick. Fuck, I forgot. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't necessarily. I think if we have to put numbers on it, I didn't realize we were supposed to put
Yeah,
numbers.
you can.
That's
You don't
all right.
have
We've
to.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Okay. I think Deshaun Watson will definitely pass the 300-yard mark today. Yeah, I think,
agree.
And I think once again that just goes to reinforce my point. Anytime your quarterback's throwing for 300 yards, you have a good chance of winning.
Yeah.
Unless you're the Falcons, I guess. You can pass for 10,000 yards.
Matt Ryan's going to be one of the top 5 leading passers this year, and he's going to be on the shit team.
Dude, I honestly, if I think Matt Ryan could go down as, I don't know how exactly to phrase this, but the worst quarterback with the best stats.
I don't.
I think,
Who's this comp?
I think in terms of
like Phillip Rivers with bad Chargers.
Dan Fouts.
Yeah, but the Chargers were often good.
I would say Fouts. Dude.
They had the LT years, but that was about it.
Yeah, but he was there for the whole LT.
Jim Kelly.
Jim
Kelly was actually
good.
good.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, he went to
but Matt Ryan went to 1.
Yeah,
Jim Kelly went to 4.
But they always lost.
They did, but they got
those
good.
teams were great. The teams they lost to are a Cowboys dynasty.
Offensively, though, the Bills were always good with very great weapons. So is fucking Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Roddy White.
I mean, that's a good parallel.
That's fair. Yeah,
that's a good parallel. So maybe Matt Ryan's not that bad, is what we're saying.
Matt Ryan is Jim Kelly.
I think he
is Matt Ryan.
I think he's really good. I think his defense and coaching has failed him, and I don't.
And when they did, he went to the Super Bowl. So
and he lost it from
Matt,
Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback to ever play in the NFL. So
28-3.
28-3. Fucking bullshit, dude.
Is Matt Ryan Dan Marino?
Maybe. Yeah, I can. To an extent, he doesn't. Dan Marino is probably the most talented quarterback to ever play the NFL, besides Patrick Mahomes.
Whoa!
Well, at just pure arm talent. Pure arm talent.
Just pure arm.
Okay, I was gonna say because Lamar Jackson has
maybe Josh Allen pure arm talent. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Dan Marino arm talent, but. Herbert is a stud, dude. I'm stoked to watch the Chargers the next few years. Once they get
Chargers are just fun to watch now.
Should they fire Anthony Lynn?
No.
Anthony Lynn's a good coach.
I agree.
Anthony Lynn is a leader.
I agree. I think he gets fired, and I don't agree with that call. But I agree with you guys. I hope not too.
I hope because that really stunts rookies' growth.
Can you imagine firing Ron Rivera?
No, That was a horrible
Right?
decision.
And like Ron Rivera, legitimately this season has been like, hold on, at halftime, I'm going to go ahead and get a fucking IV put in so I can keep coaching through cancer.
What a beast.
Like, dude, Ron
Rivera teams are always
Matt Rule is a good coach, though. I will give him that. Like, he's made Panthers very. They've been a good team, man. Like they've lost, but they're a good team.
I think with Ron Rivera, though, you're just like, there's a reason that like the Redskins were like, our world is falling apart. I know, let's hire Ron Rivera because everyone likes him. He's a good dude. Like and it came out that Jay Gruden was a piece of shit, which I called so often, so many times throughout the years. For the listeners who don't know me, Jay Gruden might be my least favorite coach of all time. And I was right, as it turns out, because I don't know. He has a bad aura.
As we're starting to wrap this up, Kyle, you should come join us again, man. This has been a fucking blast. I love talking to you. Love hearing your points, man. This has been really fun. And I appreciate all you guys. I'm thankful for your friendships. You guys are all very good people. And I love you guys, man. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, love you too.
Yeah, thankful for
some December episodes.
Yeah, man.
Be fun. Very thankful for all you guys. I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving, and I look forward to continuing this. So.
Yeah, we'll have to do it again for sure.
I'm very thankful that I'm about to get named.
Don't do it, Dad.
Yeah,
we got some bad breaking news real quick. There's more positive tests in Baltimore. We might get a week 18.
Oh no. So hit us with the breaking news real quick.
The breaking news of more positive tests in Baltimore.
Who is it?
Oh, it just says more positive tests on the team. It doesn't say for sure right now, just more positive tests. So the breakout.
I want to give a shout out to the Seattle Seahawks. They have not had one positive test this year. They have been the only team in the NFL that's been cleared of COVID. Thank you. Go Hawks.
Good.
All right. It is
awesome.
So yeah, week 18. That might be a thing for the first time in history.
I wouldn't mind that.
We will see.
I think we should have a week 18. I think there should be 2 buys.
I could see it.
I don't like buys in a playoff.
All right, boys, I gotta get going.
Catch you later. Thanks.
All right.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you. Peace out.
Yeah, we'll wrap up. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in to the Die Hard, Die Nasty podcast. We had a very nasty guest today who got especially nasty, Kyle Mattinson. Thanks for joining us today. We'll catch you guys next time.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Dad.
Bye.